snow on the Cromford and High Peak Railway. Welcome to part 9. We're back in Parsley Hay. I'm regretting getting out of bed this morning, if I'm being honest, Phil. It's a bit
we have said before, it would be nice if it was snowing on one of these videos, but I didn't want it to be snowing, raining, dull, foggy, freezing, you know what I mean? This is everything, isn't it?
I think we used the sunshine, quarter of sunshine up on that Minninglow episode. Yeah. That was a nice day, that. This next video we're filming, part 9, we're filming as just a little stretch from here up to Hurdlow, which was the next station. That's like the next point of interest from here. Something a bit different today, you'll notice. Phil's on a different mode of transport to feet this morning.
Side of me.
Yeah, I'm running it. No, I'm not really. Got a bike. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, I'll put stabilisers on anyway. So.
Super. Might as well film today in black and white, haven't we? So in that last episode, we mentioned we finished up at the Parsley Hay station, and I mentioned about the access road here up to the current day visitor centre, the car park. Now, I don't know if this, then if anyone can correct me on this, was the original station when it was just a goods station. So this is the visitor centre, cafe and cycle hire. Not lying, a cup of tea wouldn't have gone amiss this morning. Maybe a bacon butty, but not to beat. Maybe swearing at you in 20 minutes. Got the GoPro mounted as well.
Okay, let's see how you go on then.
Ooh, it's a bit high.
Paul, this is a bike, this is Paul. Come on, you're not a bird just coming out of the nest on the first flight, you know. Yeah, look at that. How's it feel?
Before we set off from Parsley Hay, a couple of features on the line that we'll see, and this is perfectly pointed out here now. It's been changed here because of the cycle centre and the car park, etc. It's really coming down with snow now, isn't it? When the Cromford and High Peak was designed, I don't think it was really designed as it wasn't designed as a railway, was it? But the corners, when they come and modernised it a bit later on, a few years later, they smoothed out a lot of the bends, and that's what's been going on here. So the original alignment clung to that side, and then a lot sharper bend into the bend. But they've come across and smoothed it out to the point where the railway took a more natural line that you'd expect a railway to take. We're going to see that quite a bit on this section up to Hurdlow today.
We can see exactly what I was just talking about there. This map is dated 1884 and shows the old track alignment at Parsley Hay. At the time of this map, the station show would have been used just for goods. A switch to the map dated 1898, by now the line from Buxton has arrived and the Ashbourne line is close to opening. The new station has opened south of the road bridge, and the radius of the curve on the main line has been altered to be more friendly to express trains. However, the old alignment still looks to be in place, presumably as a siding.
This isn't railway related. It's an Istrian stone shelter as a gift from Croatia. 2013.
Nice stonework on this.
Got the lights on the camera.
I've got a powerful one, mate.
To show it's not railway related, it's just a point of interest, isn't it, that you pass. I really can't feel my hands.
Brilliant work.
We think this is one of those early deviations. It widens out on the corner. If I'm being honest, I don't want to get my phone out. My hands are too cold. I don't want to get the phone wet just to check the old maps. But there is this, look at this. There's a brick base or something here, just on the side of the line. Not sure what that was. So you think this is a...
I think this is a loading shelf.
A shipment point?
Yep.
Or something
You
here.
can see quarry workings up there, look.
Yeah, definite ramp going down there, and there's a quarry just there.
I bet it was a quarry.
Oh, yeah, that's yeah. They filled that in with something, haven't they?
So this has been done by to do with the construction, hasn't it? Because isn't there some stoneworks? There's something up there where they made the stone for. And we had it early down the line, didn't we? We went to that quarry, and they opened the quarry only to make that an embankment that were brilliant that we saw further down.
Oh yeah, Minning though.
Yeah, so I think this is a similar story. It's too much of a coincidence. You won't have a natural lay of the land like this, look.
No, it does look.
It's
something, isn't it?
Yeah. So, defo, I'd say.
Look at this. A gradient post. 1 in 100 level. Yes, on its way, isn't it? That couple of years, it's going to be down the bottom of there.
And then it'll get all overgrown,
consumed.
And it'll get lost.
I don't know how the onboard footage is coming out, guys. We're just coming up to a embankment. Look, you see that? I mean, it is clearing a bit, isn't it? That mist's lifted a little bit. Just to show you where we are at the minute. We're just clinging to the side of this embankment. So this is another one of those deviations that we've just been talking about between the original alignment from the 1830 railway and when it was realigned. If you can see, that's obviously quite clear. We've got one going off. I'll show you in there in a moment. It's a bit of a cutting, but it looks like it comes this side of our line here at a lower level. Just through there, just down there though. It's not easy to spot, to be honest, because it's had, well, what has it had, 150 years or whatever of time to reclaim itself, hasn't it? 1869, is that right? 150-ish.
So if that's the reason, that bridge wouldn't have been required in them days. It just ran along here, so that's been on second incarnation.
Is it down there? That's quite a drop, deviation, or is it that banking at the other side? Look, you see all the stones with the moss on now. We're just trying to piece it together. I think that's it, isn't it? I think that's the original alignment that you can see the banking on the other side. It's swung out from the modern day alignment. You are going to hear me talk about these different alignments over the course of the next sets of videos, because it is one of the features of this section up this way. Yeah, so we've stood on a bridge. Yeah, you can see the banking all the way along up there. That's quite a significant difference, isn't it? That, I mean, compared to this, it's hard to get your head around, really. We keep reminding ourselves, this is a very early railway. It wasn't initially designed as a railway. That's why it's got a lot of different characteristics from what you would expect of a modern railway.
It's possible then that quarry we saw up there was the basis for getting materials to build this newer section that we're stood on now. This
embankment, yeah, because it's taken some...
Because they didn't need her, isn't it? Because it ran on a shelf there, look. So yeah. I bet that explains it. It might have been a very old working that they reopened again and got some more stone out, you know, and made this section here.
And this is the point where the old deviation dissects the new deviation. So it's a new deviation going through the cutting there. Look at that cutting there. That's now a farm track going through that's the old alignment of the railway line. This 1898 map illustrates this deviation clearly, as the new alignment is present and the original 1830s alignment is shown as disused railway. I incorrectly stated previously that this deviation was from 1869, but this section was actually realigned slightly later, in approximately 1890. And this drone footage sums up perfectly the difference between the two curves, the old curve and the modern realigned curve. I mean, we're not going down there. I've just fetched you closer just to have a look. Yeah, good job we're not going down there. That's a little bit wet, isn't it? Yeah, that's the old track bed. Got some decent footage of this as well from the when I came on a slightly different weather day. And here's and here's where that deviation rejoins the track, but it's not a big one, but it's cut out. You'll see from the overhead shots, and you'll see from the old maps, you'll see the state of the corner that it's cut out. That's attention. I'm guessing that's going to be from the later incarnations of when this section of the line was modernised for the Ashbourne line. But yeah, tensioner from either from a telegraph pole, I'd guess, or a signal or something else like that. I'd say we're about halfway to Hurdlow now, aren't we? Right, so we're at the point of another deviation. I said they were going to be key today. We're stood on top of a bridge, not far to Hurdlow now, but we had this is the scene of another deviation. So let me just bring you down here. This one's not as obvious. It looks like it's been altered somewhat. Like I say, numerous layers of history to this section now since we joined the Ashbourne line at Parsley Hay, because we've got the original railway, Cromford High Peak, that was built in the 1830s. We've then got a bit later on in the Cromford High Peak story, after the London North Western Railway took control, they did a lot of modernisation. That's the result in deviations that we're seeing, where they've improved the alignment for faster trains, or for proper trains, should I say. Ooh, excuse me, slipping over. And then we've got a lot of modernisation work when they opened the Ashbourne line, which considerably more of a main line than the Cromford and High Peak was. And look at this bridge here. This is a modern structure, isn't it? And this is still one of the second generation High Peak bridges. Let's fetch it down here and get a better shot out of this. Like I say, I've got some drone footage of all this section a couple of weeks ago, thankfully, because there's no way I'd have had it up today. But the deviation, where is it then? There was another bridge, the original bridge crossed over here. This banking here, is that it? And are we stood on this banking here? It's hard to make out. I should have studied this a bit more, shouldn't I, before I come? I think it's here, look. Can you see the stones? What used to be the embankment there, look. It's from the 1830s alignment. So sorry, I've just wandered past, looking at the bridge on the other side. Completely missed the old abutment. Not doing very well today. It's twice I've nearly been over. Yes, it would have been stood. Coming straight over here. I mean, it does look like it's been tampered with, the land, quite a bit. As you see it coming onto the shelf there. And it does crisscross. So the original alignment does crisscross the modern day straight trail. I know I rhetorically said, I wonder why they built it like that in the first place, but of course they was designing it originally as a canal, and well, not literally, but they were designing it with the same mindset of a canal, weren't they? So they were basically doing their best to follow the contours of the line. It's not great visibility seeing these deviations, or trying to make them out from this side, to be honest. It's hard to pick out. I thought that was it there from that banking, but I don't think it is. I think it's still on a shelf at that side in a minute, and you'll see in a minute where we can see it come back in. But just take a look at these maps. I think they're from 1800 and something, compared with the 1900 maps, where you can actually see the differences, where they modernised it I hope the footage is okay. It's not windy, but it is a bit wet still. So much for scattered showers, it said today. This has pretty much been constant. And there is that alignment just rejoining us here, look. You can quite clearly see that that's an old track, but it's a wide one as well. And the retaining wall coming along here joins up with us. And I think it even deviates a little bit more before we even get to Hurdlow station. Run your jacket. Yeah. What do you think this is then? Is this another one of them little huts that we've been passing? A little permanent way hut, do you think? You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say that brick structure that we saw closer to Parsley Hay, same bricks, same sort of size. It's going to be another one of these, I think.
Yeah, but out in the middle of nowhere, this is much too well built to be a permanent whale. It's more, I don't know.
So we can see where there's been rock blasted out here, can't we? And we're just coming up to the car park at Hurdlow on the trail. Had a bit of snow here, haven't we? Hurdlow. There's wheels built into the wall there. This bridge, you know, if you look at the original maps, the oldest maps you can get, the road's in a different alignment, you know. I think when they modernised and got rid of the incline or when the Ashbourne line was put in, I'm not exactly sure which point in history, but this bridge was moved. And I don't know whereabouts the original station was. I think it was more of, obviously, as we know with the original High Peak, it was original mostly for goods. Don't really know if it's passenger. But this side of the station, this side of the bridge, was the station, the modern day station. Just seeing something sticking up here. Yeah, is that the base of something? I thought it was the bottom of a ladder at first. I'm really not sure. Bracket of something. I think that is a bottom of a ladder just underneath, maybe for a signal or something like that. It was a wooden platform station from what I can make out from the photographs. And obviously this is the new alignment. The original Cromford High Peak went off roughly in that direction. We'll get onto that though in the next video. And the site of the old Hurdlow station. So this is as far as we're going on this episode. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you're watching it in drier, warmer surroundings than I am filming it. But hey ho, is life. So yeah, that's the end of that one. Next episode, we're going to be looking at another incline, a long abandoned incline that starts just at the end of the station. So yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks as always to all my channel members, anyone who buys me a coffee, anyone who sends me super thanks, etc. Anyone who supports me in general means the world to me. So take care, we'll see you soon.